Chris Hipkins' delusion takes an unexpected turn. Chris Hipkins' Labour Party are misleading their supporters, their traditional party faithful, by promoting climate policies that sound caring but ultimately are ridiculously stupid and fail to confront global realities. Hipkins' move to far-left identity politics is destroying the traditional Labour Party. New Zealand cannot meaningfully influence worldwide emissions on its own. The largest emitters, China, the United States and India, drive more than half of global output. The Labour Party's climate agenda will burden the country with exceptionally high costs and disruptive lifestyle changes, while delivering near zero environmental impact. A nightmare mismatch and a pending disaster looming on the horizon for the country. The net zero programme is a fantasy that will impose heavy financial sacrifices on ordinary households. Labour's internal culture of self-delusion prevents the party from acknowledging such obvious constraints, but the delusion gets far worse. Let's dive deeper. Firstly, listen to Hipkins on this brief video clip.
New Zealanders are rightly proud of our nuclear-free stance. We're respected around the world for it. Nuclear energy, nuclear war is something that New Zealand's been firmly opposed to, and we should stay that way.
Why Labour must confront today's reality. Nuclear propulsion and clean nuclear energy demand a fresh look. Yes, the country's nuclear-free identity is a proud part of our history, as Hipkins states, but history cannot be allowed to freeze our future. The world of 2026 is not the world of 1987. The threats are different, the technologies are different, the climate issues are different. If Chris Hipkins and the Labour Party genuinely want to represent security for the working class, then they must confront reality rather than hide behind nostalgia. The nuclear-free law was written before climate change was fully understood, before small modular reactors existed, before nuclear propulsion became the backbone of modern defence for democratic nations, before the Indo-Pacific became the most strategically contested region on Earth. To pretend that nothing has changed is not principled, it is irresponsible. Nuclear propulsion is not nuclear weapons. Nuclear energy is not nuclear war. Modern reactors are not Chernobyl. Yet our laws treat them all as if they are the same. That is not moral clarity. It is scientific illiteracy baked into legislation. If Labour truly believes in climate action, then it must be willing to examine every clean energy option available. Small modular reactors produce zero emissions, operate with passive safety systems and generate reliable baseload power, something wind and solar cannot do alone. Countries committed to decarbonisation, from Canada to Finland to Japan, are embracing them. Why should New Zealand tie its own hands while the planet burns, as the Green Party co-leader Chloe Swarbrick frequently blabbers out? If Labour truly believes in an independent foreign policy, then it must ensure New Zealand has a defence capability to protect its sovereignty. Nuclear-powered submarines are not weapons of mass destruction. They are tools of deterrence, endurance and maritime security. By banning even the possibility of nuclear propulsion, New Zealand risks isolating itself from key partners and weakening its ability to defend its own waters. Unless Hipkins is genuinely worried that gay, military, woke DEI hires will likely run nuclear submarines aground. Our modern Labour Party should not fear science. It should not fear innovation. It should not fear updating a law written before smartphones, before the internet, before the climate emergency. A modern Labour Party should lead the conversation, not shut it down. Reconsidering nuclear technology does not mean abandoning the nuclear-free identity. It means evolving it, distinguishing between weapons and peaceful uses, between Cold War reactors and modern SMRs, between nuclear warheads and nuclear propulsion. It means being smart, not sentimental. New Zealand's nuclear-free law is the New Zealand Nuclear Free Zone Disarmament and Arms Control Act 1987. It bans nuclear weapons, nuclear explosive devices, nuclear-powered ships, nuclear energy for electricity generation. Modernisation doesn't mean reversing the stance. It means updating definitions, clarifying categories, and separating technologies that didn't exist in 1987. Even Labour MPs should be able to understand that, surely. Update the definitions to reflect modern technology. The 1987 definitions assume Cold War technology. They don't account for medical isotopes, fusion research, space-based nuclear systems, non-weaponized naval reactors. A modernised Act could define nuclear explosive device more precisely, distinguish fission versus fusion, clarify peaceful scientific uses, explicitly protect medical isotope supply chains. Create a tiered nuclear risk framework. Instead of a single blanket ban, why not adopt a three-tier system? 1. Nuclear weapons, explosive devices, absolute ban. 2. Nuclear propulsion, fusion research, permitted with strict regulation. 3. Medical isotopes, research reactors, fully permitted. This keeps the core principle while aligning with modern science. A modern New Zealand Labour Party needs to replace their leader, Chris Hipkins, as soon as possible. Thank you for listening. WhangāreiTim.